On the floor for the Rip City.
And you've got it on 2K. Let's take. Take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, you've got DeAndre Ayton. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Here's Sharpe. Ayton in the corner. Back to Sharpe. Avdia against DeRozan. Ayton plays it up and banks it in. Ayton's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Portland. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Sabonis in the paint. See how that works out. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
We've heard the stories about Sharpe and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Now here's Levine. DeRozan for 3. Drills it from outside.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Kamare. Sharpe against Ellis. Now here's Sharpe. Guarded closely. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. They get it back. Outside, Avdia. Ellis against Sharpe. Portland needs to get off a shot. And Ellis with the block. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Sharpe with it, now guarded by Murray. Avdia against Murray. Ayton, the pass to Thybulle. Ayton, a screen on Levine. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Ayton is locked in.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now Levine fires from way outside. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Avdia with a screen for Sharpe. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, gritty play by Sharpe inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Sabonis a screen on Sharpe. Ellis dishes to Murray. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Thybulle. Hasn't made one yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Matisse Thybulle.
And both free throws good for Thibault. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 2. Levine sets the screen for Ellis. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Sacramento.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bucket is good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Murray. Sabonis a screen on Avdia. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Very few young players play with such poise. Murray doing just enough to finish for the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sharp's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
For 3, Levine. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Shaedon Sharp making highlight. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now for the Kings, the post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. Avdia off target with his 3. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Going inside. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target from outside. And now Portland on the break. Thibault, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Levine. Still yet to score. Kicks it out to Ellis. From the arc, bangs home the trifecta.
Such a talented passer at his position. Sabonis is all about making winning plays.
Ayton a screen on Ellis. Ayton in the corner. Back to Sharp. Drops in the layup for 2. Sharp's got 10 points. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
And here are the Kings now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Sabonis' shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Now here's Murray. He's got 6. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thibault with the ball. Ayton a screen. Thibault the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Murray a screen on Sharp. Ellis goes in. And Ellis throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. He'll take it. I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Levine. And it's Portland with the rebound. Outside, Avdia. They set the pick. Pass to Kamare. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Murray. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. Good ball movement here by the Kings.
Portland foul tomorrow. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:07 left to play here in the second quarter. Sabonis' screen on Sharp. Ellis the pass to Sabonis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
The unique skill set Sabonis possesses is really outstanding. This man is a versatile scorer, a talented rebounder, and an exceptional passer also.
59 seconds left in the first half. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Sabonis kicks to Murray. That misses, had a chance to tie it there.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pass to Thibault. And here's Avdia. Back to Thibault. Avdia, a screen on Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Thibault on the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Sacramento ball.
Sacramento with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Bears a screen by Murray. Levine for 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Levine's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Sharp from deep 3-point territory. And that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Portland. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Shaedon Sharp really making a difference here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Bringing is out there with Jabari Walker. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's Henderson. And it's Grant in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's LaRavia. Makes it off the glass. LaRavia's got the game tied up here for the Kings. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now you're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking. Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's guarded closely. Trailblazers leading by 3. And it's Simons off the drive.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Monk, the pass to Lyons. Now Jones. Six to shoot. To Lyles. Diving in the dunk by Lyles.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And it's Simons missing.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Monk. Shoots over Klingon.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Simons against Monk. Now, here's Lyons. And the three off target. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Walker with it. Now guarded by Monk. Henderson, no one around him. And Walker kicks to Henderson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Portland ball.
Portland leading by 6. Simons surveying the D. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simons has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Monk. Sacramento again missing. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Alderson.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. Confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 6. Pass to Klingon. Back to Simons. This one for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Stolen by Henderson. Klingon with it. Jones covering. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
That's just a great job of finishing by Klingon.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. The Kings trail by 12. And here we go. Here's Monk. That's tipped. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. And so the ball's out of bounds. Henderson touched it last.
Kings ball.
Here's LaRavia. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now, here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Walker a screen on Monk. Outside, Walker. Releases from 15, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the center, locking down the middle. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Kamare. And he slams it down right on top of DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Work that one inside. Nice.
Assisted by
Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Kamara. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Ellis, the pass to Sabonis. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis.
Have to admire the confidence right there. Sabonis feeling like he can knock down these shots whenever he wants.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. For 3, LaVine, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And look, he's showing he's not all strength. LaVine with a nice little pull-up.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Sharp. Now, here's Avdia. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kamare. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Sacramento.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here's LaVine. Takes it inside. And the rejection by Ayton.
With his reach, it's hard to get anything over DeAndre Ayton.
Out to the right wing. Bible for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Bible, the pass to Ayton. Bible kicks to Avdia. Doubled by Sabonis. Deep 2 from Bible. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. LaVine wide open. Again, LaVine missing.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Bible for 3. And Sabonis pulls it down. Stolen by Avdia. Sharp with it. Out guarded by DeRozan. Thibault, the pass to Ayton. Back to Thibault. Lets it go with the 3. Kept alive. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This guy is so tough to cover all over the floor. Ayton can score in so many different areas.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Ayton hits them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Murray against Avdia. DeRozan a screen on Avdia. Sacramento again missing. Trailblazers leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
Down low, here's Murray, out to DeRozan, takes a three, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Kamara, good on the triple. Kamara's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
And you can sense that these fans, these players,
They are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Fires from way outside. That shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control.
And we got a lot of great athletes on the floor tonight. How do you think it'll play out?
Well, both teams want to run, so in that case, a lot of it comes to which team wants to run back on defense. You can't just outrun people one way. There's going to have to be a lot of intelligence and patience out on the floor tonight.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Pass to Kamari. Now here's Sharp. And here's Thibault. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Murray. Lets it go from 11. Williamson misses.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Sharp finds Avdia. Back to Sharp. Up top, Avdia. Over to the wing. Here's Ayton. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk!
My Lord, the agility on that size. Hayden's on another level.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Back to Avdia. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Brown against Sharp. Brown passes to Williamson. On the wing, Murray. From downtown. And again, New Orleans, no good. And here's Portland. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him, but you can try to contain him. Stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Can't get it to fall. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Ayton. Back to Thibault. Avdia outside. Here's Sharp. Avdia finds Sharp. There's the drive. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Oh, Williamson throws it down.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Sharp passes to Avdia. Now Thibault. And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:52 left in the first. Thibault with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Pass to Avdia. Right side Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the first shot of the night for him. Missing.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Back to Murray. Takes the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And Murray, lethal off the dribble, but can do it off the catch as well.
Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Now here's Williamson. Good on the bucket.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Blazers trail by 3. Now here's Avdia. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And he sinks the second. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Now here's Williamson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Inside, Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yes, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Murray. Avdia pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Outside Sharp. Williamson against Avdia. Out to the right wing. Outside Sharp. It'll count. That'll count. And it's good. But hang on here.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
Need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
It's all tied up in Portland. Don't go away. We'll be back with these. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaden Sharp. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
The floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Now Portland with it. Crosses over. And that one is hammered home.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Thybulle on the wing. Defended by Murray.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
It's stolen by Thybulle. Avdia against Murray. Avdia passes to Sharp. Avdia screen on Brown. Who poked away. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Zion Williamson is a 1 of 1. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Here's Ayton. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Out to Aiden. Thibault against Murray. Shot clock at 6. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Offensive rebound. Pelicans trail by 8. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brown scanning the floor. 1:52 left in the first half. Williamson with a screen on Aiden. Outside, Brown. And that time also a missed shot. Portland leading by 8. Will Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
This one for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Aiden with a screen. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Yeah, when you let Aiden get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Here's Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Sharp up top, defended by Brown. Outside Murray. With the floater. And he sinks the layup. Murray's got 5 points.
Skillful make by Murray. That's a challenging shot he likes taking.
Sharp passes to Avdia. Murray against Thibault. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Pelicans trail by 9. On the wing, Murray, covered by Thibault. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Kamari. Now Aiden. Here's Avdia. He knocks it down. Wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And hold.
After the review,
Just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so it's Portland. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. One of the stories here, Denny Avdia, getting it done today.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. They've got Kelly Olynyk. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Messi in at the center position. And that one falls for Simons.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized. But with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against...
Wow!
Assist goes to...
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
The kick out to Walker. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Simons against McCollum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Walker, a screen on McCollum. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Yeah, just great initiative from McCollum. He welcomes any scoring opportunity the defense gives him.
Walker against Olynyk. Walker passes to Henderson. Clock at 6. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Henderson. Walker's got 5.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
They get it again. Trailblazers lead by 15. Grant outside. Outside for Henderson. Outside Walker. Pass to Grant. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. Grant's got his first basket.
No hesitation from Grant. He's not bashful shooting off the catch when given a chance.
For 3, McCollum on target from range.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Henderson outside. Here's Walker, guarded by Olynyk. Henderson finds Walker. Lets the 3 fly.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
McCollum with a steal. The 3. That won't go either for McCollum. Trailblazers lead by 14. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Shot clock at 2. Walker for 3. Misi grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 14. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
Pass to Klingon. And here's Grant from the arc. Kept alive. Out to Simons. Here's Klingon. Tries again. Simons passes to Grant. Back to Simons. Tries yet again. And he lays it up and in. Simons has got 7 now in this quarter.
When Jeremy Grant is dishing out an assist, that is a great sign for this team.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
Here's Grant. The Pelicans pull it in. 19 seconds left in the third. Olynyk passes to McCollum. Olynyk with a screen on Henderson, and it's McCollum penetrating. Pass to Misi. Here's Robinson Earl. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Anthony Simons, Walker out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Klingon, and it's Henderson in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the shot goes.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Murray against Thibault. To the inside. McCollum with a steal. And it's the Pelicans on the break. There's the triple. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
Off the outside. Back to Sharp. Here's Thibault, and he jams it home with authority.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Down low. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Can't hit from in close. Portland leading by 9. Off the outside. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And here are the Pelicans now. McCollum with it. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Williamson. Brent, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
So it's Portland now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Avdia passes to Sharp. Thibault with it. Back to Sharp. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's McCollum. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Outside Sharp. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. We trail by 11.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Thibault with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Avdia passes to Sharp. Back to Avdia. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So too frequent, well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action.
Play is under video review under NBA rules.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
The ruling on the floor stands.
All was wrong. He'll back him up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thanks. He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Avdia. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's McCollum. It's tipped.
Oh, great timing on the block. Sharp using his athleticism to make an impact on D.
Just 5 on the clock. McCollum's shot is off. Trailblazers lead by 11. Sharp passes to Ayton. Back to Sharp. Ayton with a screen. And that one's good. Sharp's gotten 4 this quarter.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Denny Avdia.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Avdia passes to Thibault. Nails it from 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact.
Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Avdia from outside. McCollum pulls it in. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Zion Williamson. McCollum is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Yeah, Williamson, such a menace inside. It just doesn't matter what the defense is going to do there.
And Zoelis will bring it up for the King. From past the arc. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
I thank you, David. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And here's McCollum after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. McCollum, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ellis outside. Offline with his three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Murray, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. McCollum outside. That's in there. Murray with the assist. McCollum's got 5.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Here's Ellis. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. New Orleans leading by 4. And he gets the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Here's LaVine, and the jam by LaVine.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. To the inside. And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion, again to the rack.
And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder, and that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
Pass to Messi. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the open man's out there. You got to feed him, and Murray gets the job done.
LaVine kicks to Murray. LaVine against Murray. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Misses the 3. New Orleans leading by 8. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
To the paint, and stolen by Murray. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 9.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. And then LaVine with the jam.
A way to seize the opportunity. LaVine just smashing that one home.
Here's Williamson, and another turnover here by New Orleans. LaVine with it. Poked away. On its way from DeRozan for 2. And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And so it's New Orleans with it. Sacramento able to drain the 3.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And stolen by Murray.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. McCollum against Ellis. Outside, Sabonis. Off target from outside. New Orleans leading by 9. There's the screen. Inside. Nisi. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brett, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Levine finds Murray from deep.
Well, Zion right there was big, wide, and just smothered the shooter.
Here's Misi. DeRozan defending. 6 on the shot clock. Nisi, great positioning on the putback. Nisi's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's deflected. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Sacramento again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Here's McCollum, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And stolen by Murray. Levine against Murray. And Levine throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And, Brett, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Here's Levine following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Outside for Murray. There's the 3. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Here's Williamson. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. The Kings trail by 13. Here's Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 11, and the layup is good. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
That's a floater go, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
McCollum against Ellis. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 15.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
Murray against Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. They set the pick. McCollum with the ball, now guarded by DeRozan, off on the layup. The Kings trail by 13. Levine for three. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 16 points for him.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
Now here's McCollum. 15 points in the game. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat.
Yeah, Sabonis a very capable passer, so if he sees a ready shooter, that guy's going to get it.
McCollum outside over Ellis. And that one goes long. And so it's New Orleans with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Bruce Brown. He's out there with Jones, and it's Olynyk in at the four-man position.
Looking pretty nimble on that drive. The slender Herbert Jones is good at understanding when to go in strong.
Here's Monk following the score by New Orleans. On the wing, Jones uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
That one good for two.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Monk, the pass to LaRavia. Sacramento moving it around. The three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the dunk by Brown.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now, here's Monk. Nothing on the board. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Brown outside. Here's Robinson Earl. That one, no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. The Kings trail by 14. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. One for three. No good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Brown. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's LaRavia, defended by Jones.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, then their guard gets let down.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Paint, that's where Jones likes to live, and that's where he's comfortable. He can use that length to his advantage.
Monk kicks to Lyles. To Monk. Lyles sets a screen for Monk. That three off the mark. Pelicans leading by 16. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Monk's got his first points of the game.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
And he's good on the three ball. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The Pelicans have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Now here's Brown. Kicks it out to Jones. That shot no good. Monk with some nice defense. Pass to LaRavia. And here's Jones. Here's LaRavia. Here's the three. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too.
And so it's New Orleans with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jones is out there with Lyles. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and there's Monk, and it's LaRavia in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Olynyk, pass to Robinson Earl. Back to Olynyk. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Well, Olynyk at his size is big enough to get the job done.
Monk against Brown. And then Monk with the dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Brown feeling it out a bit. Misses the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Valanciunas passes to LaRavia. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans leading by 16. And here is Olynyk. Pocket 6. To the middle. Yep, that one goes.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. For three, Levine. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
McCollum, no good. The Kings trail by 15. Pass to Murray. Stolen by McCollum. Williamson outside. Sabonis grabs the board.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Levine kicks to Ellis. Murray for three. Pelicans with the rebound. DC's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. McCollum, no good. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. It's Ellis on the wing. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pelicans.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for C.J. McCollum.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Kicks it out to Ellis. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Over in the corner, Williamson. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
Puts up a deep three. Ellis can't get it to go. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A three from McCollum. Sacramento grabs the miss. Murray, the pass to Ellis. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
Welcome to... K Sports, everyone. So here's Portland's starting group. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, then there's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the small forward. And for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis, then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Kamare, that's good. Here's LaVine. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. So it's Portland now. After the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago, they get it back. It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Ayton. And here's Thybulle. He's covered by LaVine. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer. Kamare, no good. Now LaVine. Here's Ellis. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Showing off those playmaking skills, LaVine keeps his head up, makes the easy play.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Sharp passes to Avdia. Here's Kamare, defended by DeRozan. Ayton, a screen on DeRozan. Pass to Ayton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's his first trip to the line, and the first one at the line is good. Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect, so I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Rebounded by Kamare.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
LaVine finds Sabonis. And it's good. Credit LaVine with the assist.
Playing to his strengths, Sabonis goes to work inside.
Off the outside. It's stolen. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento for the finish. And LaVine throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Both teams trying to impose their will right now.
Yeah, and the slams just keep getting better and better. Sabonis with a screen on Thybulle. Out to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Sharp. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Sabonis with a screen on Thybulle. It's LaVine with a dribble. Whoa! Nice! What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Now here's Sharp. Thibault finds Sharp. Now here's Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Off the outside. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Kamari, no good. Sacramento leading by 5. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ellis, covered by Thibault. Goes up on the wing. Avdia pulls it in.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Kamari. And here's Ayton. Thibault on the wing. He's covered by Levine. The 3 from Ayton. That shot is off. The Kings have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Sabonis with a screen on Sharp. Outside Levine. Sabonis outside from behind the arc. That shot off the mark. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Kings ahead. They lead by 5. And quarter number. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Shaedon Sharp out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamari in at the 3. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Ayton passes to Thybulle. Ayton, a screen on Levine. Back to Ayton. Thybulle finds Ayton. That one drops for him.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Sabonis with a screen on Thybulle. Levine down the lane. And Levine throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. Always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. The Kings lead by 9. Sabonis with a screen on Thybulle. Here's Levine. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Left side Sharp. Here's Ayton. Up and in on the layup. Ayton's gotten 4 this quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Sabonis outside. Off target from three-point range. Blazers trail by 7. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
Three-pointer Sharp. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Encouraging to see DeMar DeRozan knock it down from 3. This helps open up the entire offense even more.
Outside Sharp. And there's the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
the burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Out to Sabonis. No good from outside. Blazers trail by 8. It's Avdia on the wing. He's guarded by Sabonis. Pass to Aiden. It's Sharp on the wing. They get it back. Second chance shot. Back to Aiden. Nice D from Sabonis. The Kings lead by 8. And he lobs it up. High flying Keegan Murray.
Yeah, he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
Sharp, no good. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Ellis passes to DeRozan. Picked by Sabonis. DeRozan gets going. Sabonis' shot is off. Blazers trail by 10. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Thibault. Again, the miss by Portland.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do...
Oh, what a jam! Levine walking on air.
Well, Levine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
To the right side, to the left wing. Sabonis with it, now guarded by Aiden. Here's Levine for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Levine's got 15.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
At some point, you have to try and force the ball out of his hands. But that's easier said than done.
A line change here for Portland. Walker against Murray. Pass to Klingon. They need this. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Levine way outside. Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Monk in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Sacramento shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That's good from Jones. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 18. Oh, powered down with both hands.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Valanciunas with a screen on Simons. Monk, and that one drops for him. Monk's got his first 2 points.
And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
Blazers trail by 18. On the wing, Simons. Monk covers. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Blake Monk picks one up.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Here's Monk. Valanciunas with a screen on Simons. They get it back. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for two. And they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
More of a traditional center. Jonas Valanciunas can dominate the glass and capable of a double-double on any given night.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Simons against Monk. Grant, the pass to Walker. Simons with it. Shot clock at 5. Back to Walker. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Sacramento ball.
The Kings lead by 17. Valanciunas with a screen on Simons. To the middle. Pass to Lyles. Monk against Simons. Valanciunas with a screen on Simons. And it's Monk off the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Third personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Sacramento shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Simons. He's got 5. Pass to Klingon. Simons against Monk. Simons outside. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Monk passes to Laravia. Up top, Valanciunas. Monk for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Monk's got 7 points for the quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Walker. Out to Simons. Pass to Klingon. Simons against Valanciunas. Jones with the block. Here's the break. Grant with a steal. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Normally he drains that.
Sacramento leading by 20.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
5 on the clock. Monk for 3. Unable to get that one. Blazers trail by 20. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits, unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks.
And this is why you can't let Grant get deep inside, or else he'll dunk all over you.
Valanciunas with a screen on Henderson. And that one's good. Laravia.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Valanciunas with a screen on Simons. And it's Monk off the drive. Pass to Lyles. Now here's Valanciunas. He's covered closely. The three is up. And it's Lyles missing. Simons outside. The three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Simons has got 10. 8 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Monk. And he can't get that one. And so it's Sacramento looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real solid lead right now. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Sharp, Denny Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kamare. 6 to shoot. Back to Ayton. They get it again. Sharp finds Thybulle. Now Ayton. Right side Thybulle. And another shot. Thybulle, great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Sacramento leading by 15. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. Outside Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Thybulle. Sabonis outside. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Levine's got 7 assists in the game. Pass to Ayton. Outside Sharp. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The three is up. He drops it from range.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Here's Ellis. Guarded by Sharp. Pass to Sabonis. Levine with a screen on Sharp. Outside Levine. From outside the arc. On the wing, Levine. With 1 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Kings lead by 17.
Inside the paint, Levine's agility is just a difference maker. That's what allows him to get to almost any shot.
Going inside. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. That one goes in.
Well, I guess we can give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Sabonis with a screen on Sharp. The three ball. Ellis, good.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Pass to Levine. Takes a three. Another three for Sacramento.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Fires for three. And it's Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Kings.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Zach LaVine.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Sharp, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 15-5 run, and it's Teniapia with the foul. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
.46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's LaVine for three, and that doesn't go either for LaVine. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Again, the miss by Portland. And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's LaVine for three. Ooh, LaVine with another miss.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Again, the miss by Portland. Fires from way outside. And the miss. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how
paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blower, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Sharp, and it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Here's Kamare. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Olynyk with the steal. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Now, here's Sean. Avdia with a screen for Sharp. Pass to Avdia. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
And the Trailblazers with possession here. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Pass to Kamare. Now Ayton. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Murray surveying the D to the inside. And he dunks it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Kamare. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Here's Kamare. Driving to the basket.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And here's McCollum. Olynyk sets a screen for McCollum. Tipped away. Pass to Olynyk. There's the triple. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Trailblazers trail by 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Avdia, a screen on Murray. Here's Kamare. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Thybulle for Murray. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Now here's McCollum, defended by Thybulle. With the teardrop, and McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Kamare. Back to Sharp. Here he goes. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
McCollum outside. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Loads it up for Williamson. Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Olynyk. He's got 6. Williamson, the screen. Murray kicks to Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Some of the moves Williamson pulls off are just insane there, but he didn't know what to do.
Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Stolen. Here's Olynyk. Again, New Orleans turns it over.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Here's Thibault. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pelicans lead by... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Murray out there with McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Williamson. And it's Olynyk in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Knocked away. Stolen by Avdia. Pass to Thibault. Sharp with it. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
McCollum. Sweet little floater. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And GA, what you have to admire about CJ McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
And he knocks down the first one. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Now, here's Thibault. Scoreless thus far. Ayton dishes to Avdia. Pass to Kamare. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
McCollum outside. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. McCollum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Murray. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This is a shot Murray has down. He is such a graceful touch there on the floater.
That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Sharp. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Sharp. Over in the corner of Dia. No good from outside. New Orleans leading by 8. Olynyk, a screen on Sharp. And here is Olynyk. They get it back. Williamson, the pass to McCollum. Olynyk has the open look. No good on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Kamare. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
New Orleans moving it around. He had a nice open look right there. Olynyk's got 9 points.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now, here's Olynyk. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Murray kicks to Olynyk. Screen by Olynyk. Over in the corner, Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Olynyk can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 9. Ayton finds Thibault. And there's the try. Powered down with both hands.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Pass to Olynyk. Fires the 3. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New Orleans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drumline. All right, they're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. They've got Jeremy Grant. Scoot Henderson is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Klingon, and it's Walker in at the 4 spot. Now here's Brown for 3, and Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Henderson. Klingon the screen for Henderson. And he makes good on the layup. Henderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And it's Brown missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Inside, second shot opportunity. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And then Henderson with the jam.
Big hops
from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Simons kicks to Walker. Back to Simons. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Simons has got the lead. Back up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. To the wing on the left. Pass to Misi. Here's Robinson Earl. Covered by Simons. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Walker is screen on Brown. Here's Henderson, and Henderson throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Simon. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's the floater. A shot by Misi, no good. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
And I like to see Grant taking that head-on approach, driving hard and taking control of the possession.
Pulls up. And it's Brown missing. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 17-5 run. Henderson outside. Pass to Klingen. Now Grant. Klingen the screen for Grant. Goes up at the stripe. Pelicans with the rebound. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
For the Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant. 2 shots
to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Walker the pass to Grant. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Grant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Misi. Henderson pulls it in. Walker surveying the floor. Henderson outside. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Henderson.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So Portland ends up going with the new group. They've got Zion Williamson, C.J. McCollum out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Trailblazers leading by 3. Sharp on the wing. He is guarded by McCollum. Sharp against McCollum. Sharp, that's good.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
McCollum, this is to Olynyk. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's McCollum. Teardrop shot. Pass to Olynyk. Now McCollum. Olynyk sets a screen for McCollum. Back to Olynyk. Just 3 to shoot. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Now, here's Thybulle. There's the drive. Pass to Kamare. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
He is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
Kicked away. Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And Stan, while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question, because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
Well, that's a terrific assessment. On the clock. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. He takes it in, and then Sharp. With the dunk.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
McCollum kicks to Olynyk. Off target with his 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Portland leading. Now, here's Sharp. A minute 50 left in the 4th. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just aims forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Elbow shot is on the way. Off the left rim and out.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Avdia, the pass to Thybulle. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. Avdia, a screen on Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The coach's challenge has been issued.
I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Murray kicks to Olynyk. Olynyk sets a screen for Murray. Back to Olynyk. Pass to Murray. Olynyk with it. Lets it go with a three. It counts. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Avdia with a screen for Sharp. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as many as 11 points. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. McCollum looking it over. Oh, no good. Here's Kamara. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Here's Ayton. Yes!
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And timeout called by Willie Green. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came.
front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Ellis in at the point.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
LaVine passes to Murray. LaVine surveys the D. And LaVine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
It's good. McCollum's gotten his second bucket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Just a really gifted athlete. LaVine's speed makes him an effective penetrator.
And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Clock at 2. Pelicans keep it alive. Williamson. Murray inside. He's covered by LaVine. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Ellis' shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Misi. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. LaVine against McCollum. And there's the screen. Here's Ellis. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And so it's New Orleans with it. McCollum with it. To the inside. Misi. And he dunks it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
On offense, here are the Kings. Trailing by 2. Outside LaVine. They double team LaVine. Murray for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
They kick it out to Murray. 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Showing some strength on that bucket. Murphy getting better at fending off contact.
And it's LaVine with the ball for the Kings. And the dunk by LaVine.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Brett, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Yeah, and he gets off the floor in a flash. Murray can elevate off 1 foot or 2. It's easy for him to convert on lobs.
Williamson inside. He's against Murray. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion, again to the rack.
The Pelicans have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. And stolen by Williamson. Oh, that's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
As he continues to develop his skills, passing is next for Murphy.
Yeah, stylish flush by DeRozan. Flying up and making a big-time statement at the rim.
Misi's shot is good.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Levine finds Murray. Outside for Levine. Murray, a screen on Murray. Here's Levine for three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Zion Williamson has been on display for New Orleans. 8. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after them.
C.J. McCollum is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, and that was a big-time flush. I love whenever Murray takes flight like this.
Oh, Zion! He can go through you!
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Murray, a screen on Murray. Shot by Levine, no good. For New Orleans, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. They kick it out to Murray. Off the mark there with a 3.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Williamson with a screen on Levine. Here's McCollum. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Williamson. Missed inside.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Murray passes to Ellis. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
Here's Levine.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play. You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Here's McCollum. And it's in there. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter. The Kings leading.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Ellis. He has 7. Driving in. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Back come the Kings in transition. Here's Levine. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Misi. Williamson outside. Picked it out of midair. Now here's Murray. Murray all the way down.
The assist.
And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of this one.
Such a rangy defender, DeJounte Murray, using that length. It gives him an edge defensively.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Murray against Levine.
New Orleans foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on that one.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
And you look at the Kings, Brett. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
And before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals.
Wow! Zion! Mercy!
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Good.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
Here's Williamson. Zion packs it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Levine.
Get up to throw down. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Kings on top, up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
For the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. All right, they're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Taking a look at the Kings, Trey Lyles is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's LaRavia in at the 2. Monk passes to Lyles. From deep three-point land, and it's Malik Monk with the 3. Monk's got 5 now.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Olynyk. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Lyles.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself or whiffing a bit on that one.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
So you have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And Brown with the stuff.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Monk passes to Lyles. Back to Monk. So Bruce Brown is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And it's Valanciunas off the drive.
Well, I certainly don't want to be on the tracks when the Valanciunas train is coming at you.
Brown inside. Valanciunas covering. Brown, no good. The Kings lead by 10. Here's LaRavia. They grab their own miss. Back to Valanciunas. Here's LaRavia. 4 on the clock. Monk for 3. They shoot again. And it's LaRavia missing.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Brown passes to Olynyk. Back to Brown. On the take. And yep, it's good. Brown's got 8 points.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the Western Conference. They have a great collection of young players and just need to spend more time together to try to take that next step. One change could take them from a playing game to home court advantage this season.
Here's Robinson Earl. Outside, Brown. Outside, Olynyk. There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
Nice when coaches have a trigger man from the 5 spot. Kelly Olynyk can do that.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Stolen by Jones. Now the Pelicans in transition. Robinson Earl, no good. The Kings lead by 7. Monk for 3. Drops in the 3. Monk's got 10 points in just the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I like when Valanciunas takes charge. Ferocious that time on the take.
And it's Olynyk off the drive. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Valanciunas down low. Pass to Lyles. Here's LaRavia. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lyles. The Pelicans pull it in.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Offensive rebound. Stolen by Valanciunas. Launches a 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Sacramento Kings earning this break in the action. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 10-point game. We've got Murray, Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Misi in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Pelicans 5.
And Williamson knows how to get into a rhythm. And once that happens, hey, good luck.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Shot's good by McCollum.
Well, McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finished. It's just how shifty he is.
Here's Levine. Williams grabs the board. So good down low. Williamson.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Levine against Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Kings lead by 8.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
Here's McCollum. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Here's Ellis. McCollum defends. To the paint. Ellis' shot is off. And so McCollum will bring it up for New Orleans. Williamson outside. Beyond the arc. Zach LaVine clears it away.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Ellis. McCollum defends. Murray passes to Sabonis. Back to Murray. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Shot is up. LaVine can't hit.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Back to Williamson. Here's Williamson. Hauled in by the Kings.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Sabonis with a screen on Murray. Here's Ellis. Drains the triple. Ellis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Sabonis, the pass to Ellis. Up top, Sabonis. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Murray. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Keegan Murray.
Murray continuing to put pressure on the defense as he's finding a way to get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that brings him with an 8. And Murray drops them both. 1:37 left in the fourth. LaVine against Murray. Oh, LaVine goes in hard.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from LaVine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
Picked by Williamson for 3. McCollum. DeRozan with the rebound. The Kings lead by 9. Inside. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Left side Murray. Pass to McCollum. Puts up a 3. And no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Kings.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Keegan Murray.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
24 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Ellis. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.